it's Jonathan, and welcome to another bonus podcast with my cousin Sarah, Nicki from Trivial Theater, and Dan from TYTD Reviews. All the content in this episode was previously exclusively available on my Patreon, along with all the other tangents left over from our Wallace and Gromit recording sessions. On the first 4 episodes alone, we spent over 5 hours talking, so we had plenty of extra conversation for several tangents episodes. And for this bonus podcast, I decided to just combine them all into one mega tangents episode, because we had so much fun talking, I didn't want to keep it locked behind a paywall forever. If you've listened to any of my previous episodes with either Dan or Nicki, especially if you've listened to the extended versions on Patreon, you'll know we can get off on so many random tangents, talking about anything and everything. So put all 3 of us together, and then add Sarah, and you have the perfect recipe for the most random British versus America podcast you could ever want. In fact, the whole first 40 minutes of this extended episode was an episode by itself on Patreon, just talking about the similarities and differences between our 2 regions of the world. Dan in the West Midlands of the UK, and Sarah, Nicki, and I in the Midwest of the US. Anyway, we'll be back soon with more brand new episodes, but until then, I hope you've enjoyed our last few extra long bonus podcasts. Here's one more talking about cheesy bean slices, Carvel ice cream cakes, and Henry Hoover vacuum cleaners. And potentially the birth of a new podcast? We'll see. If Dan and Nicki and I end up starting a Doctor Who podcast at some point, just know that this is where that came from.
Also, we didn't actually introduce ourselves because I haven't recorded with you before.
Yes,
so...
This is my cousin Sarah.
Yes.
And this is Dan from TYTD Reviews.
Yes,
Dan,
I'm English for my sins, so apologies in advance, but lovely to meet you.
I have to be careful. Because I thought I was over this. It's like you should not attribute good character to somebody just because you like their accent. So I hope that your accent matches your character because it's great.
Oh, thank you very much, Ned. Turns out I'm a deviant, who'd have thought, proper villain.
Well, yeah, you've got to put on your proper British accent there, Dan.
Oh, God, crikey. Terrible, sorry, I bust out the Hugh Grant. Sorry, it's a terrible pity.
I don't think I've come across a British accent that I didn't enjoy.
Thank you very much. Yeah, no, it's we're broad and wide. We cover a lot of different sort of dialects. It's bizarre, really, because the city that I'm from is known as kind of a common town, so the accent's all very kind of. Well, we're next door to where the Beatles come from, basically. So it's kind of very
Is it like the Midwest where it's like you don't have an accent? Or is
it?
Yeah, because it's like, well, yes, I do, just because you think that it's... Well, and then we've got a little bit of Canadian streaked in there. But other than that,
And Trev back and forth about it because she's from the Midwest and I'm from the West Midlands, so it's like 2 sides of the same coin.
Nice. Basically, yeah.
One of us always tells the truth and one of us always lies. You've got to figure out which one.
Well, it should be pretty
good. What if we agree?
Yeah.
Then you're both lying, or I don't know.
Well, I'm currently sitting, so I can't speak for them.
Is this a word salad, Nicki?
Yes.
You've got to be careful with the word salad, because if you eat too much, you end up with verbal diarrhea. It's a terrible...
Well, that's it's like the byproduct. Just goes anyway. Oh, and I like salad, but not that. Anyway.
No. Oh, Trev introduced me to Midwestern salads, and I'm just captivated by what constitutes a salad.
Oh, my word. My sister made a joke one time of like tiny marshmallows, the foundation of all salad. It's ridiculous. Yeah. No. Yeah, the Cool Whip and the
Jello, pineapple,
pudding mix,
cottage cheese,
mayonnaise. Is really the foundation of so. Like
I don't think I've ever had a mayonnaise one. I've seen them all the time now because it became really popular online to do all the weird 70s salads. I don't think I've had a mayonnaise salad.
But potato salad, egg salad.
Oh, well, I was thinking salad. Of like the Jello ones. They'll put mayonnaise in the Jello ones.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever have chocolate mayonnaise cake? That was childhood. That is so good.
That is good, though. That's kind of like
that
where
makes
they do
more sense.
Sauce. Yeah. Or they'll do zucchini in with a chocolate cake mix.
Yeah.
I saw Rachel Koo did a chocolate. This is nothing to do, but this is fun. Anyway, yeah, Yeah, no, mayonnaise. I love it more than it deserves. I think because at one time I tried to stop myself from eating it to be healthier, and now it's just this darling in my heart. And I don't want to pay the money for the healthy kind.
Oh no.
Just do it.
You'll have to have John show you. I on Instagram there's a guy that does vintage recipes, and he's very, very over the top in the way that he does stuff. But
Can we become friends with him?
Oh my god, he's in Chicago, so he's not terribly far away. But my god, like the recipes are just, some of them actually turn out to be really good, but some of them it's just like, in what world did this combination actually work in your mind? Like,
I'd probably try it.
oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you're at a church function or, a potluck or whatever it might be, if there is a salad on the table, you are duty bound as a proper Midwesterner to try every single one.
I don't know. You need for me, I need at least one tiny pile of a grandma salad, maybe with the little marshmallows and the shredded coconut. Yeah. It's a little
and then you have
orange.
Your next level up from that. That's like, it's like broccoli and raisins, and it's like maybe raspberries, and it's a little bit more healthy.
Yeah, because of all that fiber that's hopefully been chopped very fine and probably has been smothered in too much dressing, but it's still good. And for some reason,
it's a potluck. It has to be smothered in too much dressing.
I feel like I've had the broccoli raisin salad. I don't remember, but I feel like I liked it.
Oh, it's.
But I think it had a lot of dressing on it, so that
you get the onion in there. So what about you, Dan? What functions? What do we not know about that we should know about?
I feel like I'm having a bit of a stroke, I'll be honest with you. I'm just hearing like, so your salad, yeah, we get the raisins and the chocolate mayonnaise, and we put it in with the zucchini. And where is the tomatoes? Where's the cucumber?
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah. One time, I never forgot, and I've I think it was a pasta salad where they snipped up the string cheese and did like the little tomato. And it was really good.
I think Sasha did that for a salad and put a bunch of pepperoni in it also.
Were there olives?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically like cold pizza and a
kind of.
There's a great Instagram account I follow called Midwestern Mum, or I think it's called My Midwestern Mum.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, she's hilarious.
She does a section on a show called Minnesota Salads That Aren't Really Salads, where she just builds these,
monstrosities.
Yeah, basically, that's the best word for it. I mean, I don't know how they taste. I mean, I imagine they're all right, because, if you put butter and sugar and chocolate and vegetables together, I'm sure it'll taste nice enough. But there's some of them where I look at it and just go, okay.
This is making me think of my dad. It's all going to end up in the same place. He's not one of those that the food cannot touch. No, that's never been a thing.
Well, our local delicacy, the one that's local to my city, is known as a Staffordshire oatcake.
Oh, yes.
And they are incredible. They're such comfort food, because where we're located on the map is kind of, it's known as a bit of a, well, for you guys it would probably be known as a bit of a Rust Belt state, so to speak. It was up north, and it's a very prominent ceramic part of the town. So it's always cold weather, and you need lots of winter warmers and kind of things like that. But an oatcake, it's like a savoury crepe, but thick, like a thick crepe. It's thinner than a pancake, thicker than a crepe, and you get some incredibly strong, mature cheddar cheese, and you kind of slice into it. You can either put bacon or sausage on it, and you wrap it up like a kind of burrito type thing, and you blast it in the microwave or cook it on a skillet.
That would definitely go over in my household.
Oh, it's just incredible. It's just like, you can, when you go out normally, you'll get like a pack of 4, and they'll do 4 of these things. If I can I'll find a link and try and find a good example of them for you. But they're really, really delightful. Although we have very strict guidelines in the city for what you can and can't put on an oatcake.
That's one of those. You will not defile the tradition.
Yeah, oh, totally. Like, people get weird about it. It's that kind of intense. They're not much to look at, but they are very, very delicious. I have a horror story that I tell to people in my city whenever this kind of conversation comes up, and it's a bit like the boat scene from Jaws. Everybody's just sort of sat around, and everybody goes quiet as I start to explain it. But basically, when I was in university, I was sharing like board with a load of other students, and one of them had come from London. And he came up with his broad accent and his suspenders and his beliefs on internal and public transit systems, and I thought, hang on a minute, we've got a person here. I told him about oatcakes and told him it was a local delicacy, and he went out and bought them. And I came in after a lecture and found him in the kitchen chopping up raw unseasoned chicken breast. And like preparing an actual salad for it, and I was like, "What are you doing with that?" And he went, "Oh, I'm making a chicken and salad oatcake." And I was like, "No, no, 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 you don't know."
And that's the day he went missing.
Yeah, closed the curtains. I had to go and tell the vicar to perform an exorcism on the kitchen. You know. It's cheese, it's bacon, it's sausage. You can have any combination of them. You can have cheese and bacon, cheese and sausage, cheese, bacon and sausage if you're being really fancy. You can have a little side of baked beans or tomatoes with it. That is all you put on an oatcake. My sister-in-law puts chocolate spread Nutella on them. We have shunned her. She isn't allowed in the house.
Not even for Christmas.
Not even for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, that's good you didn't use her name then, because that's...
Oh, yeah.
Just keep that in with the shunning.
Well, this is it. We got to keep things pure on that front, because as soon as we start introducing other things, it just becomes a wrap, and then we're lost. Then we're just a town that used to make pots 30 years ago.
Oh, so you're clinging to a little bit of stability, a bit of flotsam on the sea.
Oh yes. The only other thing that we really are known for is we have a dish called lobby, which is essentially it's a stew. That's all it is. But again, we're very fierce about it as a group of people. We will, pound the table and go, no, there's a difference between stew and lobby. And the only difference between a stew and a lobby is that we make the gravy ever so slightly thicker that makes the jus for the actual base. And the idea of a lobby is it's called a lobby because the idea is you lob whatever you've got left over from the week's cooking into the pot to make the lobby. So it could be chicken, it could be beef, it could be any mixture of vegetables. You lob it in, whereas with stew, there's normally kind of a bit of a set menu. You kind of chop some carrots and prepare celery and stuff like that. Here it's just whatever is in your larder, you kind of chuck it in.
Like with thick gravy.
Yeah. It's so nice. We get some fresh baked bread, we get that on. Especially during winter.
Well, I'm all about creative leftovers, so I may have to look into this. So what town are you from?
So I'm based in the West Midlands. I'm in a town called Stoke-on-Trent. Our three biggest sort of claim to fame is that Robbie Williams was born here, who recently played a monkey in a film.
That one.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about because everybody's talking about how they're not going to see it because they don't know who he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how close are you to? Am I saying this right? Burton-on-Trent.
I can Google Maps it.
That's where my great grandma was from.
I don't think it's that far, honestly. It's not that far. We're about 3/4 of an hour away, about 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all doing all right.
So ancestrally, we're neighbors,
Yeah, basically, we can be buds. We're fine with that. We're down. We're representing the West Midlands.
We have
Is that on your mom's side or
our
dad's side?
That's Grandma Lillian. That's Grandma North's mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I'd ever heard that town name before.
Yes, we've got these little connections going.
They were known for booze.
Hooray! Most of Stokers as well. I was going to say that's the only other thing that we've really got a claim to fame on is that we had somebody who was born here who was the captain of the Titanic. So that's a really good claim to fame.
Oh wow!
Watch your CV history. Don't ask. And the only other one we have is there was a guy who was born here who invented the Spitfire, which was the British airplane. But we're kind of renowned for birthing people into the world who stay here for a couple of years and then clear off. We had Slash and Lemmy, the musicians, were born here. We did a lot of trade with Ireland for a time because we had canal boat routes that ran all the way through the city and out to Ireland, so we were sort of known for that as well. But like I say, in the last sort of 30, 40 years, with the sort of mass manufacturing from China and stuff, that industry's kind of shriveled up. So now we're just known for oatcakes and stew and Robbie Williams, and that's about it. But
I feel like Harlan is known for people leaving just without the famous people.
Tiny Rond, the race car driver.
Oh, well, that's Elkhorn, though, isn't it?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know how much Harlan can claim anybody. Except us when we're famous, right?
For what it's worth, my town was one of many dairy capitals of Iowa, so...
Good old dairy.
Yeah.
everybody loves dairy. Even the lactose people appreciate it. They just can't eat it.
My sister, this is so, we haven't even started, dang it, but my sister was bringing up somebody who didn't like, I think they didn't like chocolate and they didn't like dairy, and for her, I think she needed to try and mentally process that. And, but I think they were like obsessed with salt and stuff. I was like, well, yeah, they're probably trying to make up for all the minerals that they're not getting from the chocolate and the dairy.
On that note, real quick, on things that you haven't tried, Dan, have you ever tried cheese fudge?
I don't think I have. It sounds delightful. It's like,
What
Are
combining
you talking
two
about
things
that
that I like.
Velveeta stuff that the
No,
70s
no.
people make on YouTube?
No. It's a kind of. It's actually. I've gotten it through Swiss Colony.
Oh.
Let me give you the actual rundown of what it is. So it's a sweet, creamy dessert that combines cheese and chocolate. It made a variety of cheeses, including cheddar, Havarti, and American.
I mean, I'd give that a blooming good go.
I'd
Okay.
try it. I
So
mean,
that isn't what I thought it was. That maybe is better.
I-
Although from what I've heard, the Velveeta
a
stuff,
creamy
you wouldn't even
thing.
know it was Velveeta.
Yeah, it's kind of a creamy, and maybe they do make fudge with Velveeta just because it melts easy and stuff. But no, I really enjoy it. I don't have it often, but it probably just makes it more creamy.
it's kind of like cheesecake or something.
It is, well, it's basically fudge, but it's a lot like softer. So
Not
I
like
wouldn't say
aged
it's-
cheddar. It's not crumbly or anything.
Yeah. So it's really, I don't even know. It'd be like taffy's like not the consistency of taffy, but it doesn't crumble or pull apart. It's like if when you have really good fudge, it's creamy. That's kind of like it's just a creamy fudge, I guess, is what you could say.
I mean, I'm not hearing any bad words in all of this. I've had chocolate and cheese before, and that's been quite nice. I had fish fingers and custard once. That was actually surprisingly nice. But
Have you ever done fries and ice cream?
I have. I've done fries and ice cream, and fries and milkshakes as well. Are absolutely just.
Yum.
I mean, my partner looks at me like I'm a pervert, but to be honest,
Good stuff.
if it's wrong, I don't want to be right.
Oh man. So the last however many podcasts I've been on with Jonathan, I seem to always get onto pizza, and now I've only mentioned it once, and we've talked about every other food. So maybe we should start, and then halfway through I can go off on a
We'll probably
tangent.
end up on a cheese tangent because there's so much cheese in these.
And
Oh,
how
man.
good it is on pizza. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
I had a delightful conversation with Trev just before we started recording about Wensleydale and what it actually is, and the sort of social setting for Wensleydale. I'll probably mention it a bit
I was
more.
going to say,
when
you could bring it up when we get there because I'm going to mention Wensleydale.
Well, how
Yeah,
could you not?
absolutely. Well, I shall save my trivia on Wensleydale then until we get into things good and proper. But it's an incredible cheese. But if we're talking pizza, I could talk your ear off. I'm desperate, absolutely desperate to try Chicago deep dish. That's one of my big bucket list things.
Will it make you feel better that I don't think I've ever had it? So, and I've been to Illinois however many times in my life and never. And I haven't actually been to Chicago, even though I have family in the suburbs.
Our aunt and uncle live in Wheaton, which is right
Oh,
outside. Her
Yeah.
oldest sister, Shana, and I, well, actually, Sasha went too. The three of us went to Chicago, and Shana and I tried deep dish. And I thought it was, I don't want to say it was a disappointment, but it wasn't as good as I expected.
I mean, I think it's the right place, and two, I think Like, are you talking? Okay, so when you say Chicago style, are you talking like a pizza lasagna where it's got the base and then all the stuff, and then there's
Yeah,
another?
it was like a deep dish. Like they piled everything in, poured sauce over the top of it.
That sounds comforting, doesn't it,
I think
Dan?
the thing that I like, it was good, but I think my thing was I like pizza with vegetables, and there was like barely any vegetables. Like
He
I
likes
even
it with
ordered the
everything,
supreme,
practically.
and it was they didn't add much because I guess it would fall apart if they did, but I don't care. Like,
Right.
like I don't care if it falls apart.
I mean,
I want all the toppings.
if you're talking like proper Chicago deep dish, that's basically like a pizza lasagna. That stuff, it's good, but for myself, I can only do like a slice because there's so like you're eating literally 3 pieces of pizza in a
Sure.
single piece.
Yeah.
And depending upon where you get it, it doesn't necessarily reheat the best, so it's one of those things. But yeah, no, Dan, it's absolutely something you need to try at some point, even if you make some variation of it yourself, for sure.
Trip,
So.
please, you're going to make me have a moment here. I'm going to have to step away from the mic if you keep saying such arousing things about pizza. It's just I've
Okay,
not
what
heard a
angle is
single
your
bad.
desk at? Let's be
The
honest.
desk is flipped over now. I'm just sat here fanning myself like one of those debutantes. It's like this rose is wilting.
Just maybe come when the weather's well, actually, the weather's that's always dubious. So
Yeah.
just be prepared for whatever it is.
Don't come in
Yeah, I got-
January.
Yeah, just come
Oh.
during tornado season,
Woohoo!
but not
Have
during
the whole Midwest experience.
but not during the summer when it's boiling.
The question is, if I come during tornado season, will I or will I not meet Margaret Hamilton?
Seems
There's
unlikely.
yeah.
Okay. As long as I know it, because the last time I ended up with the Lollipop Guild, I had a really bad time. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I want to see a tornado, and my sister's like, "Don't say that." It's like, well, we grew up with the warnings. You're supposed to go hide, not actually hunt it down and see it. And it's like, I want to see one.
One
Wait,
literally
wait.
hit our town last year. I was chatting with Nicki while it was happening. I was standing outside waiting to see it, but it hit the other side of the town.
It was huge. It was like a tornadoception.
Yeah, I saw a video that somebody took from Fairway.
What was it like? Wasn't it like 2-3 tornadoes in one? That was like this huge wall.
It was massive, whatever it was.
But like you're never safe because I remember one time we were under a tornado. I think it was tornado warning in November.
Oh yeah. Well, there was one weekend where we had, at least here, we had a tornado warning on like Friday night, and then Saturday just a shit ton of snow.
Well, and then yeah, okay. So there was this one time because my sister is intent on us risking our lives. We're in town doing errands and. Like, we got back, I feel like it was maybe even December. It was like some crazy time of year to be having massive wind and rain and who knows what. And thankfully we got kept us safe. It was fine, but we got home very close to when it would have been a bad situation.
There's a fantastic YouTube channel that I'm subscribed to. They do live streams probably 2 or 3 times a week, but it's led by a guy who works for the Meteorological Society, so he has access to all the kind of like weather maps and things like that. But what he does is him and his friends set up live feed cameras on cars and go and chase after storms to document them. And when you go on these live streams, they set up all these camera feeds and you can actually watch them charting storms. Like when the Florida flooding came in, he had about 5 people down on the ground with cameras like strapped to their cars following the storms as they came in. It was really, really cool. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it's really useful. I put it on sometimes just as background noise because like the worst storms we get over here is like, oh no, my wheelie bin tipped over.
Is that a wheelbarrow?
It's like a garbage can, but it's on wheels.
Okay.
The cans still give you like 2 or 3, but yeah. But can recommend. I've got a couple of items on my bucket list. Really, I've been saying to Triv I'd love to come to the Midwest because I've seen so many beautiful and nice things I want to try out. The 2 big ones are I want to try deep dish at some point. The other one is I want to visit the town of Darwin to see the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota.
This is the extent of your bucket list.
That's all I want in life. I'm a simple man. The things I like are few and far between.
Maybe you could teach a class on contentment that we could all buy, and then it would pay for your trip to fulfill your dream.
The secret is cheese.
It does help. It does help.
It does. I've never met a grumpy Midwesterner, I'll be honest with you. Even at the sort of most darkest hour, most Midwesterners are kind of like, well, it ain't what it should be. And that's fantastic. I'm happy that's kind of the case. Because,
That's a lovely assessment. Yeah, I get, and to an extent you're right, because even when I'm at the chiropractor's office and people are complaining, they're not despondent. They're just loudly complaining, and then they'll cheerfully say goodbye or something,
Yeah.
The world's going to pot, it's corrupt, it's evil, da 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 da. All right, see you later.
See you Monday. You have a good weekend.
Hi, dear Mom.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I just got in a serious car accident. All of my family got hit with a meteorite this morning, and it turns out that my legs are going to fall off by the weekend. Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, I'll see you on Monday. You have a good one. You take care.
That's when you'd probably end up in a conversation about Jesus and heaven and everything, and then see you on Monday. We'll pray for you. Have a good weekend. Yeah.
I'm a bit confused. Where does the knee slapping come into this?
I didn't say anything about knee slapping.
No, that might be a Wisconsin thing more than that, because yeah.
You know what? I'm trying to picture somebody knee slapping, and the only person that I'm thinking of is one of my relatives. He's passed on now, but he was in Minnesota, so maybe it's like an upper Midwest thing.
I think it is. Because I remember even as a kid, like it wasn't even it wasn't a thing that was really talked about. It's just like someone goes, well, and then they'd slap their leg and get up and go. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's not as much of a thing here.
I mean, so Dan, I'm on the far east side of the state and kind of upper middle east side of the state. You guys are like pretty close to the like Kansas, Nebraska border, right?
We're an hour away from Omaha.
Okay.
We're actually closer to Omaha than Des Moines by maybe about a half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So Dan, if you were to take where I'm at, flip it upside down and move it in a bit into the state, that would be where John and Sarah are.
Right. Okay. I see. Again,
I'm glad
terrible.
If you can picture that.
It's terrible of me because being English, like I think Triv told me the other day that England is about the size of Illinois, and that's it. That's the whole of the country.
Like land space area. I mean, from what I saw, like actual population and like general area, that I think it was Montana was kind of what England meets up with, but like.
Don't we have less than 4 million people in Iowa? Like we have so much land and so much agriculture that's the thing about okay, Nicki, tell me, do you have the farmer wave where you are?
Oh, you do the two fingers?
Or just the expectation that if doesn't matter if it's a stranger, you're probably going to wave at them in your vehicle or on the street. You don't have to, but yeah. So
like there's a street that I travel down frequently to go to work, and it's a residential street, and normally there's cars parked, kind of regularly. And you let the person go, and then you kind of give them the two-finger wave, and they'll give you the two-finger wave.
Yeah, like this wasn't an aggressive encounter.
No, it's
just about to say that if you get somebody the two-finger wave in England, they'll probably hit you on the head with something.
Well, okay, so one time I had a Mexican guy who was visiting Harlan, and he just thought it was so great. And then I was trying to explain the farmer finger wave, and I said, they're not doing a rude hand gesture. And I just had, that's not what that means. I think it took a moment for him to catch up to, bless his heart. I don't think he moved here.
This is the thing, you see, because England itself is a very kind of small country, and because the sort of transit system is so rubbish that it takes literally hours to travel what you guys could probably do in like half an hour. It means that whenever I hear people talking about the Midwest, I have to remind myself that it's actually like a really massive place that has like loads of different segments. So like when you were talking then, I was thinking, blimey, the Midwest sounds a bit like the Warriors, like there's just different chapters. You go across the border and somebody waves at you and it's like, is that a good wave or a bad wave? I'm not sure anymore. We'll lock the doors and be safe.
I think if you went from like across, not from top to bottom, but from side to side, it's probably about 5 hour
I would say
trip.
Yeah,
across
I would say
Iowa.
If you
driving.
so if you're on like the there's like 2 or 3 roads that go all the way across Iowa. One of them being Interstate 80, which is the Haywood Bank song, Dan.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's probably about a 5-hour trip from one side to the other. That's not where it's the longest, but it's relatively speaking. So
And that's with a
See,
lot of it at 70 miles per hour.
for England, it's a 6-hour train trip or car trip would probably get you from London to the border of Scotland.
So it's probably similar.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's an interesting one.
Uh, Dan, I just popped in chat like where John and Sarah are versus where I am.
Oh, blimey. Wow, there is a bit of a gulf.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just noticing, and I guess maybe, and obviously this isn't a official map, but I was just noticing how a whole bunch of the counties have like the little curve bit.
Yeah,
And
what's
the-
up with that?
I have no idea.
It's like little puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
Little nublet.
And for note, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 over. So if you go to the upper left-hand corner of the map and go in 5 counties, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like a big long one that doesn't match up with the rest.
Yeah, I'm
At
seeing
one
that.
point, that was 2 different counties, but then it got turned into one for some reason. I don't remember
loved each other. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I was just about to say, it's
100%.
because both sides were so polite. They were like, no, you put your border here. No, you put your border. Ah, shucks. Let's just not have a border. Let's just be friends.
Let's just eat mayonnaise salad together.
Blimey. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, this is the thing.
You slap.
This is the thing. Like, I look at that and I go, "Wow, that's really well organized." And then I look at my own sort of map and I go, like, basically, it's hard borders, like all the way around. Like, we did not plan this country very well. The landlines were basically drawn up by which person could sort of beat the other person to the border. So,
Well, the thing is, here, Iowa was set up by, it was like basically every square mile there's a road. Like it was set up to be very organized, unless you're in my neck of the woods where you got the river and it's like you can't really stay on a straight line. But
Oh, so yeah, where we live is really pretty. And so, is it rolling hills where you are, Dan?
so where I'm at it's I was saying this funnily enough only to Trev a short time ago. So like where I'm actually at is renowned as one of the worst places in the country to be. But
Congratulations.
Thank you, champions. You've got to win at something. So, yeah, basically, where we're at isn't a particularly great place, but we're really, really well connected to much, much better places. So, like 5 minutes drive in any direction gets you somewhere really, really nice. 5 minutes north, and you're literally in like rolling green hills and pastures, the sort of typical.
Because I feel like where we live is really pretty, and I wonder if it's kind of similar to where you are, but with corn.
So, if you go 5 minutes north, it's like just very scenic, very picturesque, very British kind of architecture. So 5 minutes north, and you're basically in the Canterbury Tales. But you go 5 minutes south, and it's like very heavy retail kind of city centre. I'd say about 10, 15 minutes drive away from Manchester, which is basically like London light. It's London without the incredibly expensive price tag of going to London.
Very nice.
So yeah, it's very, very nice. I tend to stick to the north. I like a quiet life, so I tend to just go up to these sort of rolling hills and just chill for the time.
No, that's one of the perks of, for us, it's a perk that Omaha is only an hour away. So, yeah, we're a little bit limited on our stores. Like our nearest Walmart is like a half hour away.
Yeah, I mean, we used to be in a situation like that about 5 or 10 years ago, and then slowly over the last 5 or 10, the sort of corporations have started creeping in. So I think they've started, because where we are on the map, we used to be a bit of a through route for people. So like whenever big touring productions would be coming through, they'd always stop in our city just because it was kind of between two of the actually important cities, and it was really cheap to stay there. So they were like, okay, fine. But yeah, no, we used to have some real good stuff. But now we're starting to get more supermarkets and big chains through. I mean, believe it or not, we're about to get our first Taco Bell in the next 18 months. That's going to be quite exciting. Given there's been
my.
about, I know, right? We didn't have any 10 years ago, and now there's 20 of them across the country. So
Now you're really going to have to watch your neighbors that they don't start getting weird with their oat rolls.
shredded
start
beef in an oatcake.
Why are
Pervert
you
to the
making-
wicker oatcake.
Why
They'll
are you
start
putting
asking
shredded
for corn or
fajita in there?
Yeah. It'll be fine. We'll take them up to the rolling hills. We'll explain to them very politely that you don't put that in an oatcake, and then we'll let them go again for now.
Yes. Don't go too crazy with the duct tape.
Hey, that costs money nowadays. We got to be economic in this.
Yeah, just keep reusing the same rope.
It's all right though. We'll go for a soft thread count. We don't want to be monsters. I don't want anyone chafing.
Okay. Maybe we should talk about Wallace and Gromit.
Nah, let's just.
all we're missing is like Coco and the fire. I don't know.
Snoozy Chalk.
Oh, love Snoozy Chalk.
Is that a real thing?
No.
Okay.
If it was, I'd have bought it by the bucket load.
That's like your medicated Coco before.
In Ireland, they did a parody of Snoozy Chalk that was called Dreamy Sleepy Nighty Snoozy Snooze.
Oh, those warriors! Wow.
Yeah.
Those warriors and minstrels with their dreamy sleepy women.
Dreamy Sleepy Nighty Snoozy Snooze.
Was there a jingle to go with it?
There was not, unfortunately. They stopped selling it a while ago, which I assume means that it was very good. Too good to be put out to the public. Not on prescription.
Maybe they came up with the name while they were on it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it does exactly what it says on the tin. If you want something that's going to put you to sleep, dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
What's the secret? What's the secret?
I could not tell you. Probably just a lovely, warm, malty, chocolatey drink.
That thing or the milk drink that you introduced me to. What?
Oh, Horlicks.
Yes,
I know that name.
It's something you take close to bed, and it's like warm milk, but it's not. It's like a powdered form, and it's so good.
It tastes like biscuits. Well, cookies, but
Is this just glorified powdered milk?
No, it's better than that. A ton better than that, actually.
Okay.
it's very malty, and especially during winter, it's very warming, and it just puts you in that space where you just you can feel your eyes getting heavier, and you start sort of slumping forward a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna
The
write
name
this down.
sounds medicinal. It sounds like something mothers would feed to their children
know
forcefully. Like, you have to take your Horlicks.
They do. It's quite a common practice for mothers at the end of their tether to go, right, we'll do you a batch of Horlicks, and hopefully it'll knock the kid out for a few hours. A dirty secret for adults is if you put a little tot of whiskey in there or rum, that really
Is
amps
this for the
up
kids or the adults?
for the adults, I would say.
Is
I
that
mean,
a big wink that goes with it? No, okay.
I'll put a little wink in there. If there are any adults listening, I'm not telling you to medicinalise your children, but wink, wink. If you need an hour free, wink, wink. But no, it's gorgeous. If you want the opposite of that, if you want something that's going to wake you up and get you fighting demons, you want to look up Kendall mint cake.
Oh, those are awesome.
Okay, I'll write that down too.
They were actually used on Everest. Like the first people that climbed Everest used Kendall mint cakes.
Yeah, it's basically a tablet of pure glucose that they dip in chocolate.
What does that do?
So glucose is a energy enhancer. The idea is that I mean, they normally prescribe it, but for some reason in England you can just get it in solid bars. You basically eat it, and it makes your metabolism go and just start releasing as much energy as it can possibly shoot out of you. So, like Triv was saying a while ago that she was really struggling with staying awake during the day, and she was having very sort of low energy days. So I sent her 3 or 4 bars of the stuff. It's normally sold at seaside resorts, and I mean, I can't speak for her on this one, but she did say that it significantly woke her up for the rest of the time she took it. So,
oh yeah, no, I would. It was helpful, and I wasn't sleeping well at night, so it kept me going in a way that coffee wouldn't. So I can't tell you why, but it worked.
I feel like that could be handy for travel if you're just like,
oh yeah.
yeah.
It's usually used by hikers and people who like run marathons and stuff to help them just keep running or climbing. So it's good to keep in, and it's really sweet. It's really, really sweet. So if you have a sweet tooth and like chocolate, it's all good.
Well, this has been educational.
Well, thank you for having me, guys. It's been lovely.
Speaking of trips where you need energy, there was once a duo who went to the moon looking for snacks.
They were looking for a bit of cheese. And given, like, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've been to the zoo in like 15 years.
I need to go
Clearly,
back.
you need to change that.
This town that's entirely centered around a zoo is I do need to fix that. I went to an aquarium a while ago. That was quite good fun.
Oh, good. Good.
Cool.
I mean, if you come to the Midwest, we should like meet up and go to the Omaha Zoo because it's one of the best zoos in the entire country.
Which I didn't realize growing up.
Yeah,
But
we were
it's very
spoiled
nice.
and didn't know it.
Yeah.
I might take you up on that one. That sounds like a good day out. I do like a nice zoo, you know,
And I
especially
know
a
that-
nice zoo with a gift shop.
I know a wonderful ice cream place, too. It's called Coneflower Creamery.
That's another thing on my bucket list. I've got a very sad bucket list, but another one is I always wanted to try Carvel ice cream.
What kind of ice cream?
Carvel ice cream. I can't remember if it's an East Coast or a West Coast thing, but they do have a shop in Chicago.
Yeah, it's an East Coast thing. So like the joke is that they have it's called the Carvel Whale, and it's basically just an ice cream cake in the shape of a whale. But then for every holiday, so it be it Halloween or Thanksgiving or Labor Day or whatever, you change the pattern of it and it turns into Santa or a leprechaun or
Yeah.
it's all the same thing but just slightly changed.
How do you spell this? I need to Google this.
Carvel.
Oh, Trev. Right, I'm going to have to do a very quick detour here. I am very sorry.
A detour
Potentially
in the middle of a detour, unheard of.
So one thing about Carvel ice cream, and this was the thing that sold me on them from the off, is so they got started in the 1930s and they claimed to be the inventor of soft serve custard because they had an air pump machine. The guy who created its name was Tom Carvel, and he sounds like a man who has been chain smoking every day since his birth and simultaneously doing that whilst gargling hot asphalt.
Sounds like
He's got a very, very gravelly voice, and he built the company that was Carvel Ice Cream with his own two hands from the 1930s up to the present day. He is sadly no longer with us. He was adamant that he had all say over how the product was marketed and advertised, to the extent that he refused to let any professional voice actors do recordings for the commercials for Carvel ice cream. He would do it himself.
Even though he sounded terrible.
Even though he sounded horrendous. So you end up with situations like, let me find a good example.
I'm on the website, and these cakes are charming. They're like, and there's more than one, like Oatly Little Love and Fudgy the Whale.
I'm wondering if I've
Fudgy is
heard
their
of this.
most well-known one, so.
The fudgy one, she showed the picture. I think it looks familiar. I probably have watched a YouTube video about this thing and I didn't even know it.
So there's Fudgy the Whale, there's Cookie Puss, he's an
Oh,
alien.
okay, I remember that. Yes, I have heard of this.
I'm assuming
Yes.
puss rather than pus.
Yeah, Puss, Cookie Puss. And then St. Patrick's Day, they do Cookie Opus. He's Cookie Puss, but he's an Irishman. Then Valentine's Day, you have Cupie Puss, who is Cookie Puss, but he's a cherub. And then in Halloween time, they have 3 cakes you can choose from. I don't know if they still do 3, but there is Wiki the Witch, which is a witch cake. There is Nutty the Ghost, which is a ghost that's rolled in nuts. And my favourite is a cake called Dumpy the Pumpkin, who is sold from Halloween through to the end of Thanksgiving. And my partner very, very kindly last year did me a Dumpy the Pumpkin birthday cake because I can't actually physically get Dumpy over here. Let me see. Can I share a video on here or... there we go. I'm going to share with you some of the greatest commercials ever made. These are Carvel ice cream commercials from the 70s and 80s. And you'll hear the wonderful dulcet tones of Tom Carvel, the owner of Carvel Ice Cream.
Handmade fresh ice cream. Made fresh in each store. Your Carvel dealer can show you how it's made. Custom design cakes. No air pump used for 50 years. America's freshest ice cream. Thanks, folks, for 50 years of success.
How do you know about this and I don't? I love ice cream. I love the 30s.
See, there's Cupid Puss. So this is this Halloween range.
Hello there, I'm Carvel's Dumpy the Pumpkin, and I'm here with my friend Nutty the Ghost to introduce a new Carvel ice cream cake for Halloween, Wiki the Witch.
That's right, Dumpy. Our all-made fresh deli at your participating Carvel ice cream store.
And hey, you can send one to a friend by calling this toll-free number, and we honor most major
I wonder if you
credit
can
cards.
still call the number.
We'd like to thank you for patronizing Carvel. Thanks, folks.
His voice sounds like somebody that would be in Over the Garden Wall.
It
Sounds like
he
Ed
could,
Asner, honestly.
he sounds like he could be from a 1960s cartoon special, trying to
Absolutely.
save Christmas or something.
Well, here he is pitching the range of Thanksgiving ice cream cakes you can get from Carvel in 1984.
Looking for something festive for the holidays? Your participating Carvel ice cream store has these beautiful ice cream cakes for the holidays. Tom the Turkey, who speaks turkey language as bad as I speak English. Priscilla and John, the lovers who never did find Plymouth Rock. And then
Oh man.
we have Dumpy the Pumpkin. How do you like these special molded gift cakes for the holidays? At your participating Carvel ice cream store, thank you and have a happy holiday.
I'm pretty sure this guy was from Harlan.
I love the added little bit of tragedy in there. The lovers who never found Plymouth Rock. So were they pilgrims that died on the way over?
They're good.
I always have a soft spot for the way he delivers the line. And then we have Dumpy the Pumpkin.
This feels like a parody of something, but it's genuine, and I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The reason I'm saying that is like that he's from Harlan is because we have a radio station where it's very authentically inauthentic sometimes. You get whatever local people reading the ad like they're teenagers doing a skit that they haven't planned for properly.
I currently make some of those myself for our TV station. I try and get people to do multiple reads though, so that I don't have to use the first take.
And Mr. Carvel was notoriously one take and done, so it was.
Oh, wow.
Not only did he want no one else doing the voiceovers, he would do them, and he would do them in one take, and that was it. That was all you had to work with.
It's like messed up and charming and endearing at the same time. I like it. How do you know about this?
I have a lot of free time.
Oh.
He's kind of a connoisseur of commercials from the U.S.
Yes.
Okay.
So one of the YouTube channels I'm subscribed to is a channel called 80s Commercial Vault. They've been going for about 15 years now, and their whole thing is just every other day they upload like 15 minutes of commercials from VHS tapes they've found. And it's like local TV, it can be like major stations, it can be whatever, but like they found some of the most bizarre television I've ever seen in my life. And Carvel obviously used to play on stations around the Chicago area, and he's based in Chicago, so a good chunk of his local tape recordings come from there. And it's always a delight when I'm just sort of sitting here, because I usually have it on in the background, and I'm just sitting here typing away, minding my own business, and then suddenly I hear the dulcet tones of Tom Carvel haunting my television, demanding that I eat Fudgy the Whale.
I would like to eat Fudgy the Whale. He's still for sale.
But so yeah, no, I love stuff like that. Eating a Carvel ice cream cake is on my bucket list. I would love to try a Fudgy the Whale, or a Dumpy the Pumpkin, or a Cookie Puss at some point in future.
I want to eat the pilgrims that died on the whale.
Okay.
I mean, if you go dig them up, John, you probably could, but I don't know that I would suggest that.
So the thing is, and this is one of the things I don't like about modernization, is that when Tom Carvel died, about 10 years after he died, they decided to overhaul all of the custom cakes that they make. So it used to be a case of, they looked how they looked in those adverts that I sent, and then about 10 years ago, they decided to change all of them apart from Cookie Puss and Fudgy the Whale. So Dumpy the Pumpkin went from... Let me find a picture of him. He's here somewhere. He went from like a genuinely quite detailed pumpkin to just a really kind of generic one. Let me find him. Where's he? Come on, Dumpy, play the game. So this was the cake that my partner made me, and it's basically a one-to-one of Dumpy. So that's what the old Dumpy the Pumpkin used to look like.
But more so to the point, Dan's partner did that.
Out of
She
love.
made it herself?
Yeah.
That's really
out
good.
of love and dedication.
And I just want to say, never forget what they took from us, because this is what the new Dumpy looks like.
Oh,
That's generic as hell. That's what generic as hell looks like.
never forget what they took from us. Dan quotes.
I don't know why they would change from, like, that actually has character to, this was a stencil in a little kid's set
Because
of stencils.
corporate things.
Yeah, this was the thing. They basically did that to all of their range, apart from Cookie Puss and Fudgy the Whale, who are still how they were in the 80s, but I think even then they've changed the design a little bit to kind of tidy it up a bit more, which I think is a bit of a shame, but... So yeah, the important thing about the wrong trousers is that if anyone from Carvel is listening, bring back the old Dumpy the Pumpkin. This new one is rubbish. I want the old emotional Dumpy the Pumpkin. I want the one that you can see exactly what he's thinking just by looking at him.
I don't even know how we got here, but it's interesting.
I'm just going to say real quick that this is kind of cool. Carvel is along old Route 66, like the original Route 66.
That's another thing that I want to do someday, is do the old Route 66.
I saw an episode of Samantha Brown where she just focused on, I think, Illinois. So that would be more doable if you hit the stops along there. Or just pick a state that you're excited about and follow the route that way. I don't know.
I just shared in the chat as well the ice cream cake version of Dumpy the Pumpkin, so you can compare and contrast with one, because that was the picture my partner used to make the birthday
She
cake
basically
version.
nailed it. It looks exactly like that.
I was very happy.
Did you tell her how proud you were?
Honestly, I fell to the floor. I sort of held myself and gently wept, but it was tears of joy. I honestly, when I say that it was my favourite birthday cake I've ever had, like, at least in memory, I genuinely mean it, because I said if she could do me that would be perfect. This year, because we were still kind of getting settled into the place, we didn't have time to do anything sort of cake related. I just kind of bought a store-bought one, and she did a bit of icing on it. It was very nice.
I know how... Sorry, I just realized how we got here. Because of the zoo, and how we have a good zoo, and there's a good ice cream place in Omaha, and then you had another bucket list.
Yes.
That's how these things work.
The
It's just
joys
a
of
bunch of
neurodiversity.
random connections.
I like to be able to trace it back. There we go.
But yeah, next year I'm hoping she'll do me a fudgy. A cake, that is. A fudgy isn't a euphemism.
wonder if you could probably buy a pan that looks like that online somewhere.
Well, the way she
could probably carve it too.
That was it. So the way she did Dumpy was she had a round cake tray, so she baked a couple of round ones and then cut the appropriate pieces together, and then obviously covered it in icing to sort of hide the joins.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really, and to add complexity to it, because I'm a fussy person. She said, "What type of cake do you want? Do you want vanilla or chocolate?" And I said, "Could I have a marble cake, please?" So she did me a Dumpy the Pumpkin marble cake, which was, I was genuinely very, very happy that day. That was a good birthday.
I mean, love and treats.
Mm-hmm. I just realised on the Halloween Dumpy the Pumpkin ice cream cake, like the one that they sell at Carvel, it doesn't even say "Have a happy Halloween." It just says "Have a happy."
Have a happy Dumpy the Pumpkin.
Have a happy Dumpy.
I'm not going to have a happy Dumpy on the podcast.
Have a happy is more all-purpose. Like, it doesn't have to be a Halloween cake that way.
It fits in with the oddness of that whole business.
It feels like an unfinished sentence. It feels like "have a happy what? What am I happy about?"
Happy. Don't think about it too much.
I kind of like that it feels unfinished, though. It makes it adds to the strangeness.
Along with the lovers who didn't make it to Plymouth Rock.
The tale of Carvel ice cream is filled with unfinished cakes and dead promises.
Is this
pilgrims.
from being a young person in the 30s? Like, there was just a little dark streak that hung on.
There's Nutty the Ghost, which is probably the ghost of Priscilla and John, the two lovers who never made it to Plymouth Rock. There's one, right, I need to show you this one as well. I am sorry, I've completely and totally... There's a cake they do that doesn't get enough recognition. It's called Hug Me the Bear.
Hug me?
If it's done right... Yeah, hug me, as in like have a hug. If it's done right, it can look okay. If it's not done right, which is what happens the vast majority of the time, based on all the pictures you can find on Google Images, it looks like it's gone in for a proctology exam.
She just found the picture
with like the beady red eyes that are staring at you.
Just
man,
horrifying.
I don't even know what this one is that has the big eyes and the ice cream cone nose. What is that?
Oh, that's Cookie.
Oh, that'll be Cookie Puss, yeah.
It does not look like a cat. Not at all.
Is it supposed to be a cat?
I thought so.
It's supposed to be, I believe it's supposed to be a space alien.
Oh, I thought it was an alien cat.
Is it one of those things where they're referencing pusses in like mouth or face?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when they were designing Cookie Puss as a character, and who were they? The wizards. They designed him to look like this. This is the soft toy version of Cookie Puss and Hug Me the Bear. And I struggle to see how those soft toy versions translate to the cakes we are actually seeing.
I want to know why I'm looking at a Cookie Puss and the nose says egg on it. What the heck?
Maybe it's the Easter version.
Wow.
Now that is a photo. I've just found this on the Google search for it.
Oh my word, I think I just found a St. Pat's one. I'll show it to...
He said that one earlier.
Okay, I missed that. I missed it.
It's Cookie Opus. He's Cookie Puss, but he's Irishman.
Oh my...
I've just found a picture of a Hug Me the Bear in the freezer, and it looks like something out of Goodfellas. It's just like, I just feel so bad for him. He looks terrified.
Oh man, yeah. Oof.
Why would they put such a terrified bear in a freezer?
I kind of want to make a disturbed looking ice cream cake and present it in a way where my sister can see it, and because she doesn't like staring eyes, and so if you have something that's just...
This kind of reminds me, and I don't know where this is from, but I used to follow a blog called Cake Rex. I'm sure she still does the blog, but she would post pictures every Easter from all around the country of people trying to do a cake that looks like a lamb, and the lamb just always looked haunted. Like nobody could get its eyes right, or they would melt slightly.
Oh, I should for Easter this past year, my nieces were gonna each do a lamb cake using like the lamb mold, that classic one.
I think that's
And
what those cakes were made with.
oh, I can imagine. They made one, and I think it fell apart halfway through because you bake it into bits.
No.
It was awful. Yeah, it had been to hell and back.
I feel like those lamb cakes are so charming, but I can see how it could be done in a way that's unsettling or just wrong looking.
See, it's one of those things that I absolutely adore about the company. I love the fact that it's the same reason why I probably love bad films, really, in the sense that it's somebody who had a very clear vision of something that actually is probably pretty good, but they just don't have the skill, ability, or tools to make it perfect, but they don't want anyone else to interfere. So it has to be their vision, which means it's just a click off being right. And because it's that click off, it just means that it goes off in this fabulous place of terrified bears and dead pilgrims.
So how would you
The
feel?
podcast name.
That'll be
Terrified Bears and
the
Dead
episode title.
Pilgrims.
The episode title for the bonus podcast: Terrified
That'll-
Bears and Dead Pilgrims, a Carvel
the-
story.
That's the children's book you're coming out with. Now, how would you feel if your partner gave you a plushie from the company?
I'd be delighted. It would certainly go on the shelf at the minute. Again, thanks to Triv, I have a little miniature ball of twine from the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota, and I would probably put my Carvel plushie next to that, and it would
Right.
sit quite proudly.
We've gotten really derailed here.
So the wrong trousers.
Whatever that is.
Well, I don't. But the best part, haven't watched any of these Wallace and Gromit ones. Just completely winging it, the whole thing. Never seen an episode in my life.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Oh, man, I have no cheese, I have no bread, and I'm starting to get hungry.
I have a full 16-inch thin crust meat feast pizza in
Oh,
the fridge
hush.
at the minute. It's a
I have
handmade.
I have one sad slice of gluten-free in mine. I don't know if Sasha ate the rest of her pizza, but it's not much.
I picked it up yesterday. I bought, me and my partner, we'll buy a pizza and eat it over a few sessions, but we bought two 16-inch meat feast pizzas. She had hers last night, but they're handmade in store, and it's spiced beef, pepperoni, salami, tandoori chicken.
Oh, come on.
Ooh,
Hey.
that sounds incredible.
A marinara sauce and a 4-cheese blend of mozzarella, cheddar, pepper jack, and there's one other one, I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, once this cast is finished, I shall go down and have myself a big old pizza pie. I also posted in the group, just so you can see, a guide to artisanal cheese making, because I figured, you guys might want to pick that up.
I've made
That's it.
fresh cheeses.
I have it in my my Google or my Amazon list thing.
There's this one that I used to make. It was homemade cottage cheese, but it tasted kind of like cheese curds or cheddar, and it even had that little bit of squeak. It was so good. Anyway.
Sounds like, what was that? Poutine. It sounds like it could be good for poutine.
Oh yeah, I've never had poutine, but I would eat it.
Oh, it's incredibly good if you can find the right person making it. It is fantastic.
Can you even get it in the States? I was thinking it was
yeah.
just something that you could only get in Canada.
I think
No,
I've
it's-
seen it on
it's-
a menu.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is just it's on a menu. There's a place here locally that does a really good poutine, but I mean, you could even make it yourself. It's just like cheese curds, gravy, and then like the thick cut fries. So
I feel like I could about have a word with Milk and Honey in town. Look, could you make this happen? I don't know.
They probably could.
Dang it. I may have to suck on a mint here to just...
Have some coffee candy. And the tea candy that I
Okay,
got
I'll,
at Christmas.
I'll have a Copico.
Trev
I don't
very
know if I'm
kindly
saying
sent
that
me
right.
a parcel not too long ago full of American treats from Halloween and Christmas. So I've got like a really nice grab bowl of Tootsie products at the minute on the side that's keeping me going.
See?
You know, like a Tootsie roll.
Like Tootsie.
A Tootsie, yes.
That's
Not to be
cute.
confused with Tootsies, the driving cat.
Does everybody say Tootsie over in where you are?
Oh yes, we're a Toots, not a Tuts.
Oh, okay.
Neither a Toots nor Tuts between them. Which again could be used as a figure of speech to describe.
That sounds like a double entendre right there.
It's to describe a rather snug and ever so slightly uncomfortable position. There was neither a Toots nor a Tuts between them.
They didn't want that.
No.
Oh, this is delicious. Now I'm probably going to have to not make too many noises with it.
There are even some British terms that I didn't even know existed until I started getting into sort of film criticism. I found out the other day that in Victorian England, some houses had a room called a snuggery.
That sounds great.
It was
That
a
does
room
sound
that was...
fantastic.
Yeah, it was a small room that was in between other rooms, so it had no outside windows because it was kind of like in the middle of a property, and the idea was that it was like a little space that you could kind of scurry yourself away to just be warm and comfy and nice, that wasn't quite a bedroom but wasn't a function room.
I think I might have a snuggery without knowing it.
Well, that's kind of like you go to like an Irish bar or an Irish pub, and they have things called snugs, which are essentially either like kind of closed off booths or closed off like quote rooms that aren't 100% closed off, but they're supposed to be for private conversations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Not murder.
Ideally, well,
maybe a little bit.
Hard to know exactly.
Don't ask, don't tell.
He's sleeping. It's fine.
So, artisanal cheese making.
It's been a long day.
I have fallen asleep on a restaurant table before, not because of anything inebriating. I was just tired, you know? Anyway.
To be fair, I probably would have been drunk enough that I wouldn't have really paid it much attention because I'd be more interested in Doctor Who coming on afterwards. But at the same time, I don't really want that on Christmas Day. I want nice, quirky comedy adventures with my pals.
Would you say that he was eating his trousers?
He was almost certainly eating his trousers. He had ice cream in and to boot.
Okay. A cheeky chappy is a colloquial term for a man or boy who is both cheeky and likable.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I think we can say that both John and Dan are cheeky chappies.
Couple of cheeky chappies right here.
Sarah, does that make us cheeky chapettes?
Almost certainly. Cheeky chaps and
chiquitas?
chapettes.
Or cheeky
Maybe
chicks?
Cheeky chiquitas, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Cheeky chiquitas. Say that 4 times fast.
Cheeky chiquitas, cheeky chiquitas, cheeky chiquitas, cheeky chiquitas.
Yay!
That seems like good to have over something tasty and fried or something. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I want some
Good
chiquitos.
chimichurri.
Sounds like a sauce made out of bananas.
It does. I kind of like that.
Let me look at it. Now, the amount of food stuff that people are going to be able to learn from this.
Welcome back to Cooking with John.
Okay, chimichurri
John's-
is a sauce of fresh herbs, garlic, olive oil, and vinegar that originates in Argentina.
Nice.
What is this?
Herbs, garlic, olive oil,
No,
and
what is the...
oh, chimichurri.
I'd said chiquitas, so, but if we could be eating chimichurris while being cheeky chiquitas, I don't know.
I mean, Chiquita is a brand of banana, isn't it?
That's why I said
Well,
it sounds like a
yeah.
sauce
Oh,
made out of
that way.
bananas.
Okay, I'm sorry. I completely out of left field. But it's kind of like an Argentinian pesto. But yeah,
But chiquita is little girl.
yes.
I just Googled
Argentinian
that.
pesto is my spy name. It's my code word. You know how they hypnotized people in the 70s and gave them a trigger word to get them to go and kill John Lennon or something? Argentinian pesto is my trigger word. I now have to go and travel to New York and destroy Carvel ice cream, unfortunately. It's a terrible
no.
shame, but it's got to be done.
While wearing an old-timey robber outfit and carrying off all of the cakes.
It's alright, I shall do it via the Baker light balloon.
Will you be singing while you're on the Bakelite balloon?
Oh, you better believe it. The news headlines will be like, terror in Chicago today as a large hot air balloon containing a man with a striped jumper got away from a Carvel ice cream store with over $2,000 worth of ice cream cakes.
I feel like you could just be hired by them in this thing as a really odd ad for the company.
Totally could.
I only wish.
Well, you know, dreams do come true, so...
Yes. Add it to your bucket list.
I just rock up in the Chicago branch and say, "Hi there, I'm English. I want to advertise Carvel."
If I could have ice cream cake while riding around in a hot air balloon, I would take that.
Yeah. You know what? You know what you tell them? You say, your last sponsor or spokesman had quite a unique accent. I'm English. I've got quite a unique accent too.
But I'm a fan. I want to see the brand succeed.
Yes.
You just do a little bit of negging. You just go, you know what, Carvel? You used to be cool. You know what could make you cooler?
Look what you did to Dumpy! How do you live with yourself?
People don't want Stencil Dumpy the Pumpkin. They want Cool Dumpy, the one who used to smoke from the 80s.
Okay, did he used to smoke?
No.
You could put a little candy cigarette on there. Do they still make candy cigarettes? Probably.
They do.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. You could appeal to the right-wing audience. You could say, Hug Me the Bear has been coddled for too long by the woke masses. I propose that we traumatise the bear. Less hugs, more hits. Hit me the bear.
Isn't he already? He looks pretty traumatized already.
That's character building.
Shove him in the freezer.
Traumatize anything. I think that that's the whale. Budgie needs some traumatization. That guy's always smiling.
Fudgy the Whale will henceforth be replaced by Freak Out the Whale, a whale who's seen too much.
I think the whales have been traumatized enough for now.
That is a fair point.
Let them be peaceful.
You're watching the Patreon bonus. I need to share Save the Whales by John Shuttleworth. He'll probably appreciate this one. So, John Shuttleworth, the best way to describe him is he's basically the UK's answer to Hank Hill from King of the Hill. He plays a slightly elderly man who lives in Sheffield, South Yorkshire. So this is related to Wallace and Gromit because it's that kind of area. And his whole shtick is he was actually played at the time by a comedian in his 20s, 30s who was playing an older man. And the whole thing about him is that he's a singer-songwriter who wants to make it big and wants to be as big as like the big acts of the day. But all his songs are really rubbish and just based around sort of observations from his house. So like one of the songs he wrote, which is the one I've just popped in the chat, is called Save the Whales. And it was because he watched a news program about how whale numbers were declining because they were being hunted by people in Norway. So the whole song is just about how you should avoid any fish or tinned fish that might contain whale or dolphin, and that you should just stay with things like tuna chunks or mackerel.
Those are the ones that are most likely to contain dolphin.
He gets confounded with things. He has a little electronic keyboard organ that he takes everywhere with him, and he'll just go off on rambling chats about how like his household chores have been disrupted because his wife wants him to go and buy a new Hoover. Or like he'll be singing a song and then he'll suddenly go like, "Oh, hang on a minute, I've just noticed we've got some condensation on the window. Has the seal broken? Oh, I'll have to get that sorted later." And then he'll just go back into this crazy song about needing to go and drive to somewhere in England that's like an obscure village for some purpose. He was quite big in the 90s. He's got about 4 albums out. He had about 3 or 4 specials on the BBC around the time Wallace and Gromit were coming out, sort of in the early 90s. Probably his most famous, or rather infamous one, was he did a show called Euro Pigeon, which was his attempt to get his number 1 hit song, Pigeons and Flight, into Eurovision, which again is about as good as it sounds. It's a song about how graceful and elegant the pigeon is as an animal.
That sounds like something I would listen to non-facetiously.
He's amazing. I've seen him live like 3 times, and every single time I've seen him, he has never disappointed. Um, his last hit single, the one that he put out, it was a couple of years ago now, was called "Me Blue Light Kettle." And it was a song about how he bought a kettle that has a little blue light on. When you click the button, the kettle illuminates with a little blue light, and then it clicks off when your kettle's boiled. I'm
pretty sure we have a blue light on our kettle that does that. So
I'll pop you. Here we go. So this is his latest one. I'll put your blue light kettle in so you can come along. It's a very catchy riff, I should warn you. Here he is. So this is from his latest album, which came out last year, called The Pumice Stone and Other Rock Songs. Featuring hits such as Ooh, She Says, Blue Light Kettle, Rapidly Downhill, Jones Bolingo, which is a song about a car, Stay at Home and Protect the VHS. And my personal favourite, We Saw the New Year in and In.
That's kind of like Arrested Development. There's a lawyer called Bob LeBlanc.
Mm. But yes, he's been going for years. Definitely recommend looking him up if you can find any of his specials online. They're fantastic, but his albums are great.
I found the song on YouTube. I can listen to it later at my leisure.
And
then I can maybe sing it while I'm heating up the kettle.
I wonder if we have the same kettle. Is it one where it like sits on the little stand thing? It's
yes, and then you push the button down.
Yep, I have that same one, and I love it.
Boiling nicely. Yes, it's handy, isn't it?
I gave one to my parents for Christmas, and they kind of looked at me a little bit incredulously. They're like, "Well, just use the microwave." It's like, try this. I went up there, and it's like multiple times a day they're doing the kettle, and it's like, yes.
Oh yes.
Progress.
I am loving the fact that the kettle is slowly invading American homes. Like, after years of us saying you should all get one, and you go, nah, the stove's good enough. Finally, we're getting some recognition for our great inventions.
We used to have a red kettle that we heated up on the stove, but we were probably influenced by my grandparents who had the electric kettle. And
oh yeah,
well, for a very long kettles over here, really all you saw was they were either the ones that like the whole unit plugs into a wall, so I guess a hot pot, or they were the ones that you just put on the stove, like the kind where it's got the base separate from the actual thing, is not something common.
I appreciate that I don't have the whistle anymore. You know, of when it's boiling, the whistling tea kettle. Yeah.
For a very long time, it was impossible for you guys to have kettles anyway because of your electric outputs. I think you run on a 60 hertz system or a 50 hertz system. It's one or the other. And basically, we run on a slightly higher hertz rate than yourselves, which means that our kettles boil really quickly. Whereas if you plugged a British kettle into an American outlet, it would take like 15 minutes to boil. But in the last few years, they've managed to figure the kink out of how to kind of put more power through to your kettle to make it boil within a reasonable time frame. This is an incredibly dull man fact. I do appreciate it. But yeah, basically, for years, you physically couldn't have a kettle that would electronically boil in the US without some kind of great capacitor to sort of build up charge, but they've figured a way around it now, so it's much more prominent. It was either going to be really expensive or just very obscure to get a hold of. But
I was going to say go ahead, Sarah, sorry.
I was just going to say it's probably 3 to 5 minutes for a full kettle to boil? With the electric?
If that. I the electric one, it's no time at all, really. But I was gonna add, when I was in the UK, my mom came over to visit and she brought her curling iron, and we when we traveled, she ended up losing my converter adapter, so she got an adapter, but not a converter to convert the electricity. It like melted the guts out of her curling iron, and 2, she had gray hair at the time, and it left like it burned the crap out of her hair where it was brown.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a stronger current over here, I think it is.
Like 220 versus 120 or something like that.
What the heck? Why do you have more?
It's because we like to live dangerously. The best and most interesting fact that I heard recently is that our electrical output is protected by fuses, which are 13 amp. Um, and 13 amp will protect your electrical items, won't protect you. So if you go messing with the fuse box and there's a live current running through that fuse box, all your items will be safe. You won't like blow your telly up or anything like that, but you will die because it'll just put the full current through you.
You're taking me back to Ballycasangel where Neve died, but I don't know if that's relevant to this.
Well, you should, Dan, you should tell them about your house when you first got it.
Oh yeah, so when we first
It
moved into
relates
this
to
place, yeah. So the house was built in the land was started to be built on in 1963, and our house, I believe, was built in 1968 and sold in 1970. And the electrical wiring that was in the house had not been updated, refreshed, or modernized since the house was bought in 1970. For reference to that, we didn't join the European Union as a country until 1972. So the electrics in our house were older than when we joined the EU, let alone when we left it. There wasn't a fuse box. There was a few fuses kind of screwed into the wall in one cupboard in a back room somewhere. All of the wires, the live wires that went off into the various rooms of the house were exposed. They were just literally just hanging off the wall, coming out of a fuse up into the wall. Some of the rooms didn't have fuses. They just went into a black box that to this day my electrician who came to do the rewire still doesn't really understand fully what it was. And we got an electrician in on the second day we got the keys because we were like, we want to get keen to start ripping stuff out and putting stuff on. And he brought with him a tester that you can sort of touch against wires and it lights up and makes a noise when it's live. And every single wire he touched in the entire house, including all the plug sockets, just glowed and lit up. And he was like, yeah, this place is a death trap. Are you moving in? We went, eventually. He went, well, not for a while. Yeah. He had to all of the walls had to be opened up. He had to rip all the wires out. He had to put all new wiring in all the way through. We had to get a brand new fuse box fitted because it just didn't have a fuse box really. And yeah, it was just horrendous. And it looked like the people who'd lived there had done some of their own wiring rather than getting somebody in because, like I say, there was just moments where like drill holes were put in the wall and live wires were fed outside into a country that is notorious for heavy rain.
Brother.
So there was a garage that was adjacent as well, and that literally the entire ceiling of that garage was just exposed wires and badly wired loose wiring. It was just absolutely insane. I'm very glad that we've sorted it all now. We had a little bit of a hiccup with the kitchen over Christmas, but that's been rewired now as well and put in place. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible that it was in a situation that it was in. But
How many years have you been there now?
We've only just really moved in. We moved in formally and got the keys in July last year. We moved in formally in November, so we've been here for about 3 months. We're more or less unpacked, but we're just sort of prettifying at the minute, getting nice rugs and lamps and stuff.
With little floral patterns.
Yes, very much so. And of course
Good.
the knitted underwear, but
Are you in the country then or no?
So I live about 5 minutes away from the Moorlands, so it's kind of like suburb, but it's not. It's weird. It's like it's suburb heading towards cottage country.
Really close to the country, but not quite. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, we're on the sort of outskirts of the city.
Where you look out and you see the country, but you're still...
Pretty much, yeah. So the front of the house, if I look out the windows, it's just like a concrete jungle, just sprawls of houses, and off in the distance you can kind of see the sort of city centre with sort of skylines and stuff like that. But if you look out the back window, it's rolling hills and last of the summer line, basically.
Oh my!
So it's a nice contrast.
So, hope and death. What comes first?
So you don't need to have people running around with shotguns and or giant vacuum cleaners.
Hey,
No,
vacuum
we're safe
cleaners
for now.
are a perk of the job.
Oh yeah, yeah. Invented in 1972 by Sir Henry Vacuum.
See?
You're making that up, aren't you? Vacuums were around long before then, but the name is great.
Now, before 1972, we had to use something called the Dusty Jeremy, which was which had to be bellowed by 6 firemen.
That really sounds like something that would be in some sort of a spoof on British life.
It's the accent that makes it realistic.
Probably. But the name does sound just so weirdly British. The Dusty Jeremy.
That's where the old British saying, he's burst his bellows, comes from.
Well, isn't it like the little, is it Henry Hoover? Are the little vacuums?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, I'll get a picture for you guys of a Henry Hoover.
I had to
I'm
use one of
desperate
those, and I was like, "Oh, this is adorable. I hate life right now, but this thing is adorable. It makes it better."
Oh, this is the thing. You see, Henry Hoovers are a British institution, and they come in loads of different colours. And he has a girlfriend called Henrietta Hoover that you can also buy if you're that way inclined. They're not the best quality vacuum cleaner in the world in terms of like function. Like they're not. If you've got a particularly like heavy weft rug or carpet, you're in trouble. But they are incredibly sturdy. Like if you're just using it for general hoovering, nothing too intense, and you look after it, you can. There have been people who've had these for like 30, 35 years, quite comfortably, without it ever having anything wrong with it. There's Henry. I've just popped him in the chat.
Plus, he's adorable.
Oh, I've seen that.
But they are kind of renowned for being not the best Hoover in the world, but they are good if you just have like average carpets, and they last forever. And buying parts to fix them or repair them is really, really cheap. And they're a very good price as well. They're very low price. They're about £100, £114, which is something like $140. But like I say, when you consider you can have them for up to 35, 40 years in some cases.
So is his girlfriend the same thing except pink with eyelashes?
You know what? You'll be surprised. Brace yourself. So there's Henrietta and there's also Hetty Hoover. Hetty was the abbreviation they've recently gone for with her. So here is Hetty. Like I say, prepare yourself to be absolutely shocked.
That's exactly what I imagined. That's literally just the same thing except photoshopped. I'm pretty sure because I opened them up in a separate window and it looked like the color just changed.
The best part is they do an entire range of these. Again, I'll share that. This is all of the ones you can get. They do a wet dry vac. They do a wood chip sort of sawdust vac. They even do a little tiny one that you can give to your kid. And it works as a fully functional Hoover. So they can be kind of just wandering around playing, pretending to be mum and dad and doing all the hoovering whilst actually hoovering up. It's quite wonderful, really.
That sounds like a good way to trick your kids into doing chores.
Basically. It's like, oh, do you want to be like me? Okay, here you go. Here's a tiny little one. Go do the living room. I'll see you in a bit.
I love how George and Charles both have bowlers.
I don't like the look of Harry. He's smiling a little too much.
Yeah.
He's the pet vacuum. He's the one who specialises in pet hair. But I'm not sure why he's so happy about that.
He really enjoys pet.
Harry. I like
Harry,
that they named the one that specializes in hair to be Harry.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who'd win in a fight between Henry and a Roomba, but...
It depends on if you have a cat on top of the Roomba.
Well, if you set Harry on him, then it's a done and dusted fight. But all I know is Henry plays by Queensbury Park rules and takes no prisoners. So
on cracking contraptions, there's the Auto Chef. When it explodes, it goes Knickers, and I absolutely find that hilarious.
I think Jonathan was exploding over that as well.
I think we'll
Before
save that. We'll save that for next time because there's something else I want to find for the extras because I'm sure that's going to turn into its own episode. So I think we'll wait until next time to do the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll actually be able to find it. I could swear that I had one of the video games, the computer games, from
Oh yeah, there was
probably the one that was it was the point and click by Telltale Games. I cannot find it. I could swear that I had it, so I'm going to keep looking for it, and then maybe by the time we come back to record again, I'll have found it. I kind of doubt it because I have a feeling it was probably one of the things that was boxed up during the flood, the basement flood that we had, and it's somewhere in a box out in one of the outbuildings, and I don't know.
Along with Grandma's TV somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. But I want to find it if I can. Like, I could swear I had that thing. Like, I didn't, like, I was reading the descriptions, like, I remember the thing about the bees.
Not the bees!
I don't remember all of them, but I could swear I had that. So, yeah, I don't know. If I find it, we can talk more in detail. If we don't, I'll just mention it.
I'm pretty sure as well they did a platformer of Curse of the Were-Rabbit as well.
They did several video games, and I figured we'd mention them, but I didn't know if anybody had actually played any of them. The only one that I would have played was the computer game.
No, I think there was a Wallace and Gromit board game I played a while ago, but it is a very distant memory.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
You'll have to mention it in one of these.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I think we probably can sign off. It's probably long after midnight for you, Dan.
It's coming up to 1:30, and that pizza, I can practically taste it.
Oy. That little bit of bite with the cheese.
Mm.
What is Sasha making? Is she making pizza so you can be happy?
Is she making pizza? Oh, shoot, I don't remember.
I hope she is.
I hope so.
It might be stew. It might be beef stew. But I'm not
Oh,
sure.
What if it's beef stew pizza?
Well, she does like the meat lovers pizza, but I'm thinking it might be stew and brownies.
You could always ask her to do you a bacon cheeseburger dream catcher.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious.
Right, get this right. You can have a
Is
pizza.
that a real
it can be
thing, or
what-
did you invent it?
It's a real thing, right? It's a pizza. You can have whatever type you want. Some people go meat feast. Some just stick with a margherita because it's quite overwhelming. Your first pizza, you top it with ground hamburger meat. You put American sliced cheese on it. You put cooked crispy bacon on it. You then take another pizza, again, flavour your preference, and turn it upside down so the toppings are face down and put it on top of the pizza to create almost like a pizza cheeseburger.
Oh, the ideas.
This sounds like something that the Italians would clutch their pearls and look in horror at.
Well,
You need to
John,
know.
you know Movie Emporium? Nick,
Yeah.
so he's hardcore Italian, and anytime we bring up pineapple on pizza, I think he has a massive stroke.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you killing him? Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's
So
so
I
good.
found one that was quite an interesting comment. Like, it makes sense because it's not that different than Canadian bacon and pineapple, but pepperoni and pineapple.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah, protein pineapple. The reason it's called a dream catcher is because you're supposed to arrange the bacon into like the peace symbol, or like how a dream catcher web is set up.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah. Bacon cheeseburger.
The bacon is the dream catcher.
Offend the Italians and the Native Americans all at once.
Everybody's getting something.
Oh, but it sounds lovely. Maybe they were thinking, this is the stuff of dreams. Let's arrange it like a dream
If I
catcher.
can find a picture
it
of
kind of
Pete's
is.
birthday.
Did you guys go to the state fair at all last year?
No.
So I went down for the first time in probably, God, I don't even know, 10, 12 years. But my friend and I, we were trying as many foods as we can, obviously, because you're at the state fair. I had a lobster corn dog, and she had a bacon cheeseburger wonton or spring rolls.
That sounds delicious.
Ooh.
Egg rolls. Sorry, egg rolls, not spring rolls. Oh my god, fantastic.
Oh. I found a picture of one, guys.
Let's see it.
Here you go.
Oh, holy cow. That is...
It
That's
doesn't look
bigger
right,
than
but
I
I
thought it
know
was.
that would be good.
That's like...
And
That's like a Chicago-style pizza.
That's like a Chicago pizza fused with a meatloaf, fused with a hamburger, fused with an unholy nightmare.
It looks. I would try that.
I mean, I would too.
Only I just want it gluten free. We just need to make it gluten free, and then we're good. Then we're gold.
so, and this is how they recommend you arrange your bacon on there. And this is so apparently what makes it the Dreamcatcher is the way you assemble the bacon, and it's supposed to look like this on the bacon and pizza.
Okay. It's crispy bacon, that's nice to see.
As it should be, I mean.
So that's the bacon Dreamcatcher, and you're supposed to put that in the actual pizza burger thing.
All right.
Next time I'm on, you'll have to remind me to show you the Windows 11 burger.
Are you making that up? See, you set us up. What you set us up with the eating his trousers bit, where we're like, is he serious?
No, the Windows 11 burger was a burger exclusive to Japan when Windows 11 launched, and it was a beef burger that had 11 patties.
Wow.
That does not sound like it suits the Japanese at
No.
all. They were just that excited about technology that they. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember when Windows 11 launched even, but Burger King. It was the follow-up because they did another burger called the Windows 7 Whopper.
That one had a much more conservative number of 7 patties.
Well,
much more reasonable.
I do not associate this type of thing with Japan.
Oh, there's the Windows 7? Okay. Wow.
Do you have
At least
to
they're
unhinge
thin.
your jaw like a snake in order to bite that
It
thing?
looks good, though.
I mean, it does, but like, how do you eat that?
But
I have enough
thin.
trouble eating my own burgers because I put too many vegetables and sauces and toppings on it.
That would be great if you were surrounded by sad homeless dogs and you get a patty, you get a patty.
But that's the thing about it, like they're so thin, you're probably not. Yeah, obviously it's a big burger, but it's probably not as big as it looks here.
I sent Triv some sour candy that's from England called the Black Death. Very fitting.
Nice
and on
little
the packaging,
nostalgic throwback.
well, back to days of yore.
These aren't so much nostalgic. They are seriously. There's warnings on them where, what is it? Anyone under the age of 5 shouldn't, or 10 shouldn't do more than 3 in a day or something.
Oh, so it's anybody under the age of 5 shouldn't do them outright, and if you are going to eat them, you shouldn't really eat more than 3 in a sitting. I think Triv did like how many? 7, 8?
It's seven in the course of about 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And it comes with a little wraith holding the candy in like a little bowl.
It should. It really should. The inside of my mouth peeled. Like inside of my mouth.
That sounds like warheads from childhood, which have been severely dulled these days. They're not the same as they were when I was a kid.
I was going to
Warheads
say,
were terrible.
because I love sour stuff, and this was, oh my god, next level kind of stuff. My mouth was fuzzy for like a day and a half.
It's all right though because I've sent Trev. It should be here actually in the next few days. Some of the hottest potato chips that I have ever eaten in my life. They come from Korea, which is always a good start. They're called buldak.
I love their ramen, buldak ramen.
Mm.
I bought their 2x spicy ramen one time. It took me over an hour to eat it, and it was stone cold by the time I was done and still flaming hot. It was so painful.
Oh yeah, well this is their ultra hot black label crisps.
Yes.
I have eaten them twice, and both times I've completely destroyed my sinuses. It's quite funny because Denmark banned them. Because if you have asthma, apparently it can like put you in the hospital.
That's Oh, that's just classic. Like, let's be realistic, guys. We're Danish. Don't destroy yourselves.
Typical Denmark.
Like, there's a strong Danish community here, so it's like, yeah, no, and yeah,
I think my family is part Danish on my mom's side.
yeah.
So I don't get the love of spicy foods from them.
So my dad helps distribute food to folks in need. So they'll get like the food pantry locally will like get in food. They'll put it in boxes and like people can come and get it. But it's random stuff. Like, you know, one month it'll be, you know, a bag of chicken tenders. The next month it'll be, you know, like frozen eggs or whatever else. But there's always those few random things. Like there was Captain Crunch, pancake syrup.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was blue. But this last time it was called, oh, hang on, let me grab it. It was Ghetto Gastric, and it's like a maple syrup, but it's also like spicy. And it's like it's supposed to be super, super spicy, and it's meant for your waffles. And it's like that's a weird combination.
I know I've heard of hot honey that people use for barbecue, but not spicy maple syrup.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. But it's called Ghetto Gastro.
I wonder how the people in need feel about receiving these incredibly random items. It's like, oh, variety, or like, oh, what were you thinking?
That is a good question, and I don't know how to answer it. Like, most of it's pretty normal, but there's always those couple of things where you go, why?
Have some blue syrup for the kids.
Yeah, actually, that was a like that really got my parents laughing because they had leftovers, and so my dad took one home.
Sorry, in my head, I've just got some father screaming at the kids, "Shut up and eat your blue." Dad, I like red. Well, we got blue.
We got red at home. Red at home is
Right.
blue.
Right, that's it. I'm taking it back and getting you yellow. You're gonna have to live with that.
Yellow is what I would imagine a Captain Crunch syrup to be colored, not blue.
Oh, agreed.
Have you ever seen the Sonic the Hedgehog curry?
Oh, no.
So it was an exclusive in Japan.
Oh no. I think I know what this is going to look like.
It's unbelievable.
Is it going to look like they put Sonic in a blender?
Pretty much. Here it is.
Looks like probably looks like Shrek ketchup.
I'm not even joking. All right, here it is. It was a limited time gift. Apparently, the photos don't do it justice. The blue that it shows is so blue. It's like the
Oh my
bluest
God.
blue.
Yummy.
You know what? It's no weirder than green ketchup, honestly.
Which I've never had.
Or purple ketchup.
Yeah,
I would try
It
those.
tastes very good, apparently. So
I mean, it's blue. How can anything that's not, that's naturally flavored, clearly that blue, clearly it's going to be the right stuff.
It could be spirulina. That would be natural, but that's also extremely expensive, so I'm going to guess it's probably not.
one of my
yeah,
favorite.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say one of my favourite Reddit stories of the last couple of years was there was a guy who tried to see what would happen if he just ate nothing but blue food colouring for every meal.
Oh,
and after a
God.
couple of months, his skin started to turn blue.
Ugh.
You could also do that with that colloidal silver that like prosperity preachers were trying to push.
I've seen pictures
yeah.
of people who've
Yeah.
used that for years. They don't look healthy.
No, not even
Well,
remotely.
there was that infamous story in the 90s about that British girl who basically lived on Sunny Delight, and one of the chemical compounds in it dyed her skin permanently orange.
What?
Ugh.
We had a product recall on Sunny Delight.
Even carrots will do that if you only eat carrots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from the Magic School
Yes.
Bus. Yeah.
I think the carrots can be reversed, though. I don't know if the chemical ones can be.
No, the chemical ones probably can't, but like carrots and all that stuff. I mean, it's like if you do like my niece did a whole bunch of red velvet cake. It didn't do anything to her skin, but everything that came out was that shade of red.
That sounds like a horror movie.
Kind of. But once I figured
is
out
one of
that
the
what
worst.
it wasn't so scary. So, Wallace and Gromit.
Their tiny bunny brains are being saturated in my veg-free mind waves.
It does raise the question, what would they have eaten if
That's the question I ask every time I watch this.
Yes, Wallace doesn't shoot them, but starving them to death, perfectly fine. Perfectly above board. That's their
hopefully
choice.
they're not gluten-free?
Oh, well, if they're like him, then they want cheese. But
True.
the rest of them didn't have enough time to...
I guess the Hutch one started wanting cheese.
You can survive on tea and biscuits, can't you?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
That would be adorable. All the little rabbits just eating tea and biscuits.
And then they make money off of the attraction.
I mean, you could maybe stretch as far as a crumpet.
And you could reuse the tea bags, like hang them out on the line.
Now you're making me think about English muffins, and that's, I mean, come on.
Nice fried egg, bit of butter, tomato sauce, delightful.
Lots of
You know-
butter.
I would be good with beans on toast. That sounds really good.
Ooh. Got to chuck a little bit of cheddar in there, though. Cheesy
Oh,
beans.
I've never had beans on toast.
Is it like
John.
refried beans?
No,
My
just
friend-
pork and beans on toast.
Oh, that does sound comforting.
But it's those specific kinds of beans with the blue label.
I've done it with
It's,
normal. I've done it with normal baked beans.
It's specific bread as well, because obviously, our bread is a bit more savoury compared to you guys, unless you do fresh bake,
Oh,
obviously.
sure, rub it in.
Take your Wonder Loaf.
Ah,
My father is very, he doesn't like Wonder Bread. And, we keep buying gluten-free bread, but we need to find another homemade recipe. Like, we were getting this wonderful King Arthur mix that was soft and delightful, and then everybody else bought it or something, and now it doesn't seem to... I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was a crop failure or what. Which is kind of neither here nor there, but if we're going to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog curry, then I can talk about it.
It sounds like the kind of bread that should exist over here. King Arthur mix. I'm down for that. A regal loaf, if ever there was one.
Pillowy.
and not a kitty either, because kitty loaf
no.
is pretty great.
Triv, I don't want to hear about kitty loaves. I've got a cat of my own. I know that the kind of loaves they leave, and I am not
kitty
interested.
loaf is loafing right now, so
Ah,
Kitty loaves are when they tuck in their front paws.
that is.
If they can fit in a loaf tin, it's officially a loaf.
Oh man. Some cranberry streusel bread would be great.
I have 2 sausage and cheesy bean slices in the fridge at the moment, and they've got my name on them.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds good.
Oh, right. So, it's
That was your prepare to be educated voice.
pull up a stool. You are right. Hang on. Wow. Well, we were right. So, a cheesy bean slice is a British staple.
That cheeky
No,
chap
Dan,
like
you have to
eat.
put on. Dan, you have to put on the educator voice.
Oh, okay. So, back in the day, jolly good. Everybody sit down and pay attention. We're going to go through the 1950s layout of a cheesy bean slice. I am sharing an image on your screen now. It is a puff pastry encasing containing a significant portion of beans and freshly prepared sausage meat.
I didn't need to see that. That looks so good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pop that in your air fryer for, let's say, 10 minutes at 200. It comes out crisp and fluffy, and the beans are lovely and juicy, and the sausage is very flavorful. They sell these. So we kind of have like baker shops, like chain baker shops in the UK, where you can buy these freshly baked out of the oven for a £1 or £1.50. They do this. They do steak bakes, which is the same premise but filled with steak and gravy. They do chicken and mushroom. They do a full English one in some places, which is delightful, which is bacon, sausage, beans, and mushrooms all inside it. And it's just I've got 2 of those in my refrigerator at the minute, and I'm going to probably have them for breakfast tomorrow morning. It'll be delightful.
That sounds good. People may not get much of an idea of the plot line of this movie, but it's from 2005, so they've had time.
But we're talking British culture, and that is a good chunk of what this movie is.
Oh yeah.
I've now Googled cheesy bean slice.
I would imagine it would be a relative, like, obviously there is finesse to it, and the more you do it, the better you get, but the recipe is probably quite straightforward.
If you have good quality puff pastry, I would think would go a long way. They look kind of like, it's kind of like a Pop-Tart or a Hot Pocket or...
Yeah. Kind of like a phyllo dough would be the way to go with that.
They have one of the recipes is puff pastry baked bean slice.
Yeah, they do ones that are just cheesy bean. So there's cheesy bean and sausage. The cheesy bean ones are usually vegetarian friendly. Well, vegetarian if you're all right with cheese. But yeah, there's multiple ways to get them. There's, like I say, these chain bakeries sell them up and down the country. You know, you're usually about 10-15 minutes away from one of those. But you can also get them from supermarkets, refrigerated or frozen. If you buy the frozen ones, the pastry isn't cooked, so you put them in the oven and you get the fresh baked sort of risen pastry and all that, like fresh out the oven, the same way you would if you went to the shops for them. They're all very good. At Christmas, they do one called a festive bake, which is basically where they put the key elements of a Christmas dinner into one of those.
Ooh,
so it's sliced turkey, sliced turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and they do like it's not like a puree, but it's like elements of vegetables. So sprouts are obviously quite commonplace on Christmas dinner in the UK, so they'll do little bits of that, little bits of carrot, and it's nice. It's not much to look at. They put a really nice sauce with it. It's not much to look at, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It tastes very, very nice. It's very common from a particular chain we have over here called Greg's, and it's got a nice kind of stuffiny, seasoned crust as well.
So what do you do for Easter?
We do...
Is it a rabbit bake?
No, it's more disturbing than that.
Is it Watership down bake?
No, it's more disturbing than that. We have the annual Easter pizza.
Oh, hello.
And it's stone baked.
Oh yeah.
That looks
so tasty. Cadbury malted eggs, non-perils. Is it cookie dough?
So it's a pizza base with it depends where you go. Sometimes it's a cheesecake mix as a spread for the base.
Ooh.
Sometimes it's like a white chocolate spread with Cadbury chocolate buttons and Cadbury mini eggs. Sometimes they do a drizzle of caramel as well if you go to certain places. But you put that in your oven and you cook that for, I think it's 10 minutes, and all the chocolate goes ooey gooey, and the cheesecake spread goes all ooey gooey nice, and after 2 slices you are medically diabetic, so it's fantastic value for money. With 3 slices you start just crying oil.
So you have to start off with the cheesy bean slice, so you have something to buffer the insulin process before you have a slice of the...
We call that the pastry push. The other one that is much more of a commonplace is the traditional hot cross bun, which is getting a bit above its station in recent years, I will say. Like when I was growing up, a hot cross bun was a very typical sweet bready pastry that had currants in it, and that was kind of it. It was very similar to something we have over here called a tea cake. But in recent years, they've started to swap the raisins out for anything from like milk chocolate to white chocolate. There's one doing the rounds this year that's got pineapple chunks in it.
Ooh.
And it is nice, but I'm starting to feel a little bit disruptive. As you know, it's not very, you know, as a British person, I like traditional values. I like misery and suffering and rain. So I don't want joy.
Yeah. Better watch yourself.
Yeah, it's unusual. People are getting outside the lines here. We need militant order and misery. Why can't we just do what we're supposed to do.
I feel like maybe too much of that might have trickled down the Canadian line of our family of like, no, misery is normal. You're supposed to just stay in the misery and don't. What are we doing? No.
Are you rocking the boat? You've rocked the boat. Oh, great. Now it's going to be much, much worse. Thanks for rocking the boat. Wait, it's better? Oh, that's even worse. How dare you make things good?
Don't know what to do with the joy option.
These are the chocolate variants that came out fairly recently, within the last decade, I'd say. They have a cocoa stripe on them rather than the sort of typical stripe, and they're full of chocolate chips.
Oh, yummy.
I'm a bad influence. I feel awful because all of this stuff, like, it perishes within a week. So with the best will in the world, I couldn't even ship it to anybody. Like, I always tell Triv about this stuff, and it's the same with Triv. Like, she can't send me a Carvel ice cream cake, so it's kind of stalemate. But
So you just better come, right?
yeah,
You're gonna live the dreams.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm waiting for the heat to cool down. I got some business in Reno, but
Okay.
but as soon as that heat cools down, I'm there. It's going to be me with a Carvel ice cream cake and a 15-inch pizza by the twine ball.
I was gonna say, Dan, did I tell you that? So when I went to Disney, I wore my twine ball shirt, and the lines are obviously quite long, and there was someone in front of me from Kansas where there is another twine ball. And they were talking about how, that was the actual twine ball, and I had to represent for the Minnesota twine ball, which was done by one man.
When given this was the Midwest, I imagine it was a bit like that gang scene in West Side Story, just Minnesotans popping out in the corner, clicking their fingers, Meanwhile, the Kansas people will be here in 7 hours as soon as their roads have a right turn.
Yeah.
I was mean to people of Kansas. I have friends in Kansas. I'm sorry, people of Kansas. But yeah, you should have more
I'm not
turns in your
sad.
roads.
I know you guys are closer to Kansas than I am, but yeah.
I've barely done anything in Kansas, but I liked it.
I have one friend who lives in Kansas and loves it to pieces, says it's the best state. And I have one friend from Colorado who said that Kansas basically drove him to a near mental breakdown because he was biking through it for 2 weeks and he didn't see anything other than corn and road for the full 2 weeks.
I mean, that's kind of the Midwest, really. I mean, you start in, Indiana and cycle your way across through to like Wyoming, and it is basically corn and not a lot else.
We need more crop diversity.
We do.
We used to have more, like, it was really cool. I saw they had like a flashback in the Harlan paper, I don't know if it was from the 1920s or 19-teens, and the sheer variety of crops that they were growing not that long ago it made an impression.
I mean, I'm still learning. I mean, one of the things I've been learning fairly recently, I've been watching a lot of adverts from the late 80s, and it surprised me how many foods were described in American advertising as honest. Like, you can have a lying food somehow. An untrustworthy food, a lesser food, if you will.
Yes.
Blue
There was an
syrup.
advert that kept...
Yes.
Yeah. There was an advert that kept popping up for a company called Dubuque Ham, and all of their advertising is like, you'll never find a more honest ham. And I'm like, who's selling lying ham?
Well, this would go well with Through the Looking Glass type scene, because isn't there some kind of talking roast?
Oh, there is.
You approach the entrance to the cave. There are 2 doors. Guarding them is a truthful ham and a lying ham. You can ask one question. The pigs have spoken.
Well, we did have probably late, 1800s, where there was a big to-do over contaminants in our food, and so that's probably where that I mean, I can just sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's where that comes from. Like, no, we're being honest with you. No, this is good stuff.
I could believe it. There was an advert I saw for grape nuts from, I think it was 86 or 87, and they marketed it as having an honest, nutty taste. And I was just
rather
like...
than a fake, dishonest, cardboardy...
Exactly. Now, did you happen to see the Gateshead Flasher while you were on your way there? Maybe that's on a different route.
I didn't, but I did get to meet Paul McGann, aka the Eighth Doctor, which was quite a good
Ooh.
evening. And I got to meet
Nice.
Sylvester McCoy, aka that bloke from The Hobbit and also from Doctor Who. He was very tired because he was supposed to be doing the Comic Con. He double booked by accident. And this is a total tangent, guys, but I'm going to go there.
Imagine that.
So Sylvester McCoy had double booked himself for this con and didn't realize it, and he was double booked with another convention that was taking place in LA. So the guy at this point, bear in mind, I think he was in his early 70s, did the con in LA, which was a full day event, and then when the con finished, he jumped into a taxi, raced back to the airport, got on a plane, flew from LA to Newcastle upon Tyne, which is a bit like flying from California to Pittsburgh in terms of quality jump. Landed in Newcastle, completely jet lagged, and he was falling asleep at his table, but he was there all day at the Newcastle Comic Con signing just anything you would bring to him. And I went up to him and I gave him some stuff to sign, and you could literally see his head slumping forward as he was signing stuff. And a part of me was like, oh, this is terrible. But part of me was thinking, bloody hell, the dedication of this guy to not let people down was just remarkable. A genuine gent, like a really solid guy. I don't think I would have been able to do it, especially at his age at the time. It was just incredible. Like, really good on him. Go get something signed from Sylvester McCoy, guys, at home if you can, because he's a good egg, and he does good things. Don't know what you want to sign. Get him to sign. I don't know. Get him to sign a cardigan or something. bit of wood. Just take a plank of wood and ask him to sign it. I don't know. Just. The guy's a good egg.
Get a Blu-ray of his first season.
Yeah.
Have him sign that. I need to buy his seasons of Doctor Who because he was always my favorite back before the new series started.
Absolutely. I mean, the way I've always treated McCoy's era of Doctor Who is his first one. I never show people his first season if I want to get them into his show, because the first season was notoriously plagued with stunt casting and really over-the-top kind of aggressive script writing, for lack of a better term.
I think his first season is the reason why I like Doctor Who so much.
Really?
The first episodes are the ones that I remember the most.
Time in the Ronnie?
Yeah, that's the first one I think I ever saw.
Blimey. Ooh. So you played this. Hang on, I'm just trying to process. This is like getting into Star Trek with Voyager.
That's the Voyager of Star Trek I watched also.
Oh wow, that is. Ooh. For those at home who don't know, Sylvester McCoy's first season was a little bit of a lumpy bumpy start, and then the second and third season are a bit more concise and kind of play more into how his Doctor would sort of shape up. I am amazed that you stuck around with that
Jonathan, do you need this vest that has all of the little question marks on it?
Oh yes, I would love one of those.
Oh yes. Absolutely.
And his umbrella with the question mark handle.
And the hat with the specific bandana. I adore Sylvester McCoy. He's a fantastic Doctor. And he has some of the best TV. It's such a shame the show ended when it did with him. This has turned into a Doctor Who podcast now, by the way.
That's okay.
It's such a shame the show ended with him the way it did, because I think with another season or two, it could have arguably been some of the best the show had since probably Tom Baker's run, which is a real shame. I mean, have you heard any of his Big Finish work, Jonathan?
No, I haven't listened to any Big Finish stuff. I know it exists, but I never really knew that I could get it anywhere.
So, obviously, as you're aware, with McCoy's era, he was kind of playing like a grand chess master type role, and there was lots of him turning up and the adventure had already been solved, but he just didn't want to tell anybody because he'd already been there and solved it and it was done, and then the story would play out, and at the end he'd go, aha, I knew this would be the case because I turned up 2 days before this actually happened and fixed it all before you even got here. Big Finish kind of splits him off into multiple Seventh Doctors. It gets a bit weird. So you've got there's a Seventh Doctor where his stories are set immediately after the events of Survival, and it kind of just picks up with 3 or 4 stories that extend where the TV show would have gone. They've got all the original writers back in and all the original showrunners and producers to kind of make it as accurate as possible. Then you've got the Big Finish's own extended universe, which is like 200 stories with Sylvester McCoy and Ace picking up new companions and just going here, there, and everywhere, which is really good. There's a couple where Sylvester McCoy fights David Tennant as a baddie, which is particularly weird.
Was that before or after David Tennant became the Doctor?
Before he plays, there's a story. There's
Oh,
a really
wow.
good, there's a really good story with Sylvester McCoy and Ace called Colditz, where they land at Colditz Castle during the height of the Nazi occupation, and David Tennant plays a Nazi commander who tries to steal the TARDIS. It's a bizarre thing, especially because it's like 3 years before he became the Doctor. It's a bizarre thing to hear David Tennant doing a faux German accent, trying to talk about the TARDIS like 3 years before he actually became the Doctor for it. And then they did like an End of Days McCoy series, which is basically like following him right at the end, just before it goes into the TV movie, and he's kind of just traveling alone and picking companions up, and there's a lot of foreshadowing about the end of his regeneration and stuff like that. It's really, really good stuff. So yeah, Vengeance Most Foul, thought it was great.
Yeah.
No notes.
Except for the ones we had.
We should do a Doctor Who cast together. That would be great.
I have been thinking about that because I would love to go back to the beginning and watch the first, well, whatever's available that hasn't been deleted.
I last did a full 1963 to the present day Doctor Who marathon about 11 years ago was the last time I did it. And it was great. It was fantastic. Because it was so nice to see the show kind of progress, especially once you get into like the 70s and you start getting more consistent, less missing material. It really starts sort of shaping up and getting very interesting. I would absolutely be down for it if you were ever particularly game. But yeah.
It's one of the things on my long list of ideas for podcasts, but that is one of the higher ones on the list. I'd love to do that and Pushing Daisies and Lost.
Well, I know that Trev's favourite Doctor is Peter Cushing, so make of that what you will.
I've never seen those movies.
Mm-hmm. Although
amazing. If I did a Doctor Who podcast, that I would have to do those.
The thrilling adventures of Doctor Who and TARDIS.
He lies. My favorite is John Pertwee. So
yes. Oh yeah. Everybody loves Karate Grandpa. Who doesn't love Karate Grandpa?
His hair is fabulous. How could you not want that hair?
And naturally, given that Trev loves John Pertwee, I have to love Patrick Troughton just purely for the sibling rivalry.
Absolutely.
Oh, hang on. I've got a military colonel knocking at my door. He's saying something about this being too silly.
No, well, he can piss off. The man's been dead for like 40-odd years, so how is he showing up at your door?
The Brits never die. They just change shape.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is fair.
Can I come back as a sausage roll?
You can come back as whatever Greg's pastry you like.
Aw, yay. I think I'll choose a cherry... I think I'll choose a Bakewell tart then.
You can be the Bakewell tart. You can be a cheesy bean and sausage slice if you like. A festive bake.
I think that's what I was looking for mentally earlier. Like, what food were we talking about?
Cheesy bean slice. Oh, it's the future.
I'm gonna write that down again.
I think I did actually look up a recipe at some point on that.
It's delightful, especially when it starts getting a little colder. It's proper full-blown comfort food.
Sounds great.
And yet you never send me one.
I don't think it would be comforting by the time it reached you.
Okay, and actually I think John would agree with this, but Dan, Betty Jane chocolates.
Hang on a second. I need to emotionally recover.
I'm Googling this now. What are we talking about?
Well, John or Sarah, John should be sharing those with you.
I took them to work, otherwise I'd give her one. I put them in my drawer at work because I wasn't... Like, I hardly ever eat stuff when I'm home because, like, I usually try not to eat after supper, so I just took all my candy to work so I would actually eat it during the day.
Fair.
Those double-dipped gremlins made me experience an out-of-body experience. It was great. I took one bite and suddenly everything went dark and I was floating above my own body that had collapsed onto the floor. And I tried to swim towards it, but I accidentally swam towards the double-dipped gremlin and took a bite, and then everything went black. And I woke up and saw my ghost floating above myself on the floor, holding a double-dipped gremlin. But I only really noticed the double-dipped gremlin, so I swam towards it, and I took a bite, and then everything went black. And I went up above a ghost of myself, above a ghost of myself, above my body on the floor, holding a double-dipped gremlin. And this continued for several hours until it looked like a multi-doctor special, and then I actually woke up.
Well, that's good. So you're dealing with levels of Inception, Gremlinception. I don't know. The play on words is there someplace, but
Gremception. Gremception does not sound good. That sounds like something that you'd find in a basement club. I don't like that. You used Gremception on me, and I do not take kindly to
that
it,
or
sir.
it's Graham Nortonception.
But yeah, if anybody who hasn't tried Betty Jane's, go try Betty Jane's. It's really good.
They're pretty great.
Are they available anywhere other than Dubuque?
You can get them online. They're not the double dipped ones. That's a Dubuque specific thing, but you can get them. You can order them online. So.
Oh, okay.
But I would suggest, like, if you can get them in person or through, like, I think they're available through a couple of different grocery stores too. But like Hy-Vee has them and some of those. But yeah.
I have a quick question. The beans used in the cheesy bean slice. What kind?
So they are Heinz baked beans, generally, or some similar branded baked beans.
So sweet.
Not sweet. That's the thing. One of the things I've noticed with American beans and British beans, the difference seems to be American beans have a lot more sugar in them. It's still got a little bit of a sweetness, but it's a much more savoury, kind of smooth experience, I would say. British baked beans. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, I didn't realise until recently that your guys' Kit Kats are different from ours, which is kind of wild. Your guys, I don't know whether it's the type of flour that's milled to make the wafers or whether it's the chocolate itself, but there's something different between American Kit Kats and British Kit Kats.
Is yours better?
I mean,
accept it if
taste,
it is.
isn't it, really? Yeah, I mean, I like our Kit Kats more, but again, it's personal preference, I would say. I think if you've grown up with them for years, you'd probably,
They may be making higher quality over there.
Could be. I mean, I know the Japanese Kit Kats are kind of wild. They basically just do every flavour.
Those are fantastic. I did milk tea ones. Yeah, got them from there's a Minnesota's largest candy store just south of the Twin Cities, and they had a whole bunch of milk tea ones. So
that sounds good.
They were good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I will say you guys have form with Reese's. At least I big fan of Reese's Pieces. I like especially. I don't know why this particularly, whether it's just mouthfeel or what, but the Halloween pumpkin shaped peanut butter cups. Those specifically. I don't know. It seems like they use a thinner chocolate and a heavier on the peanut butter.
I was going to say, I think those are bigger because there's more peanut butter in those.
But they're absolutely delightful. I like I say, I shouldn't be left alone unsupervised with a bag of those things. Otherwise,
it's funny. Someone else mentioned that too. Like I was watching a short and they were talking about the different, because there's Easter eggs, there's pumpkins. They do trees at Christmas, but there was something about like the pumpkins being best.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's, like I say, the fact that it's like kind of egg-shaped, for lack of a better word, but like long egg-shaped. And like, as Jonathan says, you get more peanut butter in them, a thinner layer of chocolate. It sits right. It sparks joy, as Marie Kondo would say.
Let me tell you, the Reese's ads are some of the least annoying ads I've ever heard. When you're trying to watch YouTube and you don't have a blocker and all of a sudden the Reese's ad comes on, I can live with it. They're not trying to tell me how to make money on Amazon and tell me what the secret is to that, and the secret is that nobody wants you to know except for these 10,000 people who are now being force-fed it. I I don't know. There's something about the Reese's ads where it's like, that's okay. I'm okay with you.
Well, we should probably record an outro.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, my.
I don't know how long ago it was we started to wrap up.
Butts and we all have lots of feet.
That whole scene with them running around like being the car.
That was so cute.
Getting stopped with the banana peel. That was hilarious.
That was awesome.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah,
So
the
we'll
outro.
record
The outro. Yeah, okay.
Well, we will probably be back for something else at some point. But until then, do you guys want to let people know where they can find you if they'd like more from you? Nikki?
You can find me on YouTube at Trivial Theater. Again, thank you so much. And make sure to eat your Wensleydale.
And Sarah?
You can find me trying to hide in a forest. And my whimsical paintings on Turnip Wilson on Redbubble.
And Dan?
Once again, thank you for having me on board, and you can find me at TYTD Reviews on YouTube and Letterboxd and Blue Sky, and you can just come knock on my door at my house if you want. I mean, I don't, but if you want to, you
Oh,
can.
you're rescinding that? I thought that you were open to that.
He wants all the cheesy bean slices to himself.
Some kind of cheesy bean smaug, that's me. The big dragon sitting on a pile of cheesy bean slices.
I may need to do more research into this food stuff. I already have something up with gluten-free sausage rolls. So yeah.
Well, shoot me a message. I'm more than happy to introduce you to the wonderful world of British cooking and cooking with lard. It's quite a wonderful window.
Okay, well, we'll see you next time.
Good talking with you.
Thanks for listening to this podcast on the Joncast Network. We'll be back soon with another episode, but in the meantime, make sure you follow my co-hosts. I'll have their links in the description, along with links to all our latest episodes, all my socials, and my Patreon, where you can find bonus and extended episodes, and get early access to most episodes, sometimes up to a week in advance. Make sure to subscribe to this show on whichever podcast platform you prefer, and follow the Joncast Network on YouTube for more podcasts covering all kinds of things beyond just what you'll find here. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you again soon.